What is up, Posi people? Frank here, and you're watching the Posi vlog on the Super Posi Show. Before I get into the main topic of this video, which is basically an explanation for why I call my show the Super Posi Show, I do have some news to share with you guys. So first up, for those of you, probably like 3 or 4 people that watch my videos regularly, you might have noticed I haven't posted anything in about a week now. Let me explain. So I've kind of admitted to myself at this point that because of my job and because it's a full-time job, I'm probably not going to have a lot of time during the week to film videos. I try to do one every Wednesday and then 2 on the weekend, 1 Sunday and 1 Saturday. But just based on my work schedule and based on what time I get home every day, it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. So for right now, I'm going to be just posting Saturday and Sunday. On top of that, you probably noticed that I didn't post at all last weekend. And that's because I got a promotion, which is, great news and all. I'm making more money. I'm in a higher position with my company, but it also means that one weekend out of every month I'm on call. Now, this isn't horrible news because as long as my on-call time doesn't get really dicey or something goes wrong and I need to handle it, then I should still have enough time to film videos on Saturday and Sunday. Unfortunately, since my first on-call was this past weekend and I wasn't very experienced with the location that I'm at yet, it was a little bit rougher and it took a lot of time for me to really get comfortable and get things set up. So I spent all my time doing that, didn't have any time to film a video. So at the very least, you'll definitely get about 6 videos a month. I'm shooting for 8, and depending on how this whole YouTube thing goes, and depending on what you guys do with these videos, that determines entirely whether or not I'm going to be able to post more or less than that. But that's kind of like the framework that I have set up right now. So I apologize for those of you who are expecting a video, but I'm going to be posting at least 2 this weekend. Might even try to post an extra one to make up for the lack of videos last week. And we're going to kind of stick to that format going forward. So those of you who watch my videos regularly can have kind of a consistent time to expect when new content is going to be coming out. So that's what I'm shooting for. Something else you may have noticed is that all my videos are now categorized and have different segments that they fall under. This is just a way for me to kind of sort out my content so that way people who like certain types of videos can find them easier. But also I want to diversify my brand and my channel because there's a lot of things that I really love and a lot of things I want to share with you guys, and sticking to just one type of video really would probably be pretty boring. So you may have noticed my news segment's now called Positively News. Videos like this one are called the Posi Vlog. I have a brand new segment called Play Posi Gaming, which I posted 1 video in there unofficially, kind of just testing out what my software and everything can do. But I've actually been spending this entire past week working on making that better and buying products that will make that entire experience much more professional. And that's actually what I'm working on right now as well, and all last weekend when I wasn't posting videos. So my Let's Play segment, Play Posi Gaming, is going to be taking off very, very soon. I'm really excited. I've pretty much got almost everything set up. My Xbox is actually 100% set up, so the first official video will probably come off of that, but I just need a few other things for my PlayStation, and then I'll be able to do Let's Plays on that console as well. So I'm very, very excited, just still fine-tuning some of the logistics aspects of it, and then we'll be good to go. Then of course we have my cooking segment, which I've been doing for a little while now. That's called Drunchies. That name I kind of came up with from the very beginning, and it's just stuck because I think the name's funny, and I think my cooking ability resembles that of a drunk person, so it kind of just fits perfectly with all the thematic elements. And then of course I started YouTube as a musician. I did a lot of covers, posted some original songs, and a lot of the subscribers I have now are actually from that time period. I've only picked up maybe a handful since I started doing this new style of video, but to them I want to say, hey, I know you guys subscribed because of my music content. I know I haven't posted any music content in like 2 years, but I'm bringing it back. I promise, I am bringing it back. I didn't buy all this stuff. I didn't buy this nice microphone just so I can talk about the new Godzilla movie. I definitely plan on using this to record audio for music as well. And I have an instrument mic. I've got an entire other setup, which I'll show you guys in a second, to film out in the field, to film Let's Plays, to film audio from instruments and vocals and all that stuff. So I am going to bring that back. I will be straight up and say I am going to eventually try to monetize my videos, so None of the content here can be copyrighted, trademarked, anything. So as far as covers go, those are a thing of the past. Any music I post here is going to be 100% original. One, because it'll be entirely my intellectual property, which is very important, especially nowadays in the YouTube game. I feel like original music is just a better way to be creative and express yourself, for me personally at least. If you do covers, that's totally cool. I mean, I'm not bashing it, it's just, for me, I feel like I'd get more out of creating original music. And then just to show you guys some of the new stuff I've gotten, I got a new microphone. This is the Blue Spark. So it's kind of the little brother to the Bluebird that I use now. And I've got it on this nice boom stand, and I'll be using this for my Let's Plays, as well as probably to record some instrumentation and some vocals. And then I got my new HD60, which will allow me to make those brand new Let's Play style videos as well. So I'm really excited to expand that segment of the channel as well. So a lot of growth is happening right now, and a lot of more professional quality I feel is going to be coming soon, just because I'm finally able to afford the tools to do things that actually look somewhat professional. So I'm very, very excited for the future of this channel. Hopefully you guys are too. Let's grow and learn and be creative together. I'm cool with that. Now finally, the main topic of this video, why the Super Posi Show. So before I get into that, I kind of want to talk about a brief history of me on YouTube. I started out as a YouTube musician. I did a lot of covers, posted some original songs, as I said previously in this video, and some of them got a fair number of views, I'll be honest, but basically I just did it because I really loved the music scene. I really loved all the artists that I listened to at the time, and it was my way to kind of pay tribute to them. And then, of course, as I got more confident, I got more skilled in recording music and writing music, I started posting some more original stuff. So I've got a history in that. However, I started college 4 years ago, and my videos fell off dramatically. I stopped posting, by and large, pretty much at like 100% when I went to college. I think I posted 2 or 3 videos throughout my entire time at college, just because I was so swamped with work. And now that I'm out, I was so used to being creative before, and then college kind of filled the time gap. And now that I'm not in college, I still have a job, but I still have this extra time, and I decided, you know what, let's go back to doing what I was doing. So kind of reevaluated what I was interested in, what I liked to do, and how I wanted to be creative. And this is basically the product, this entire channel. So now every time I do something where I'm creating something or writing something or painting something or just talking about something with some ideas that I want to share, this is what I do. So this is basically me. All the interesting parts of me, basically, I'm just putting on the internet. Now, as far as the name itself goes, the Super Posi Show, with that creativity that I've been talking about this whole time, I also wanted to make sure there was positivity. The world, if we're being completely honest, is not the best, especially right now. There's a lot of things happening in our own country, in America, or really wherever country you're from. I'm sure there's some messed up stuff happening. And then there's natural disasters, there's war in a lot of countries throughout the world, and that's all you see on TV. I mean, when I got out of college, the first thing I did was delete my Facebook, because all I read were news articles or people talking about controversial things and fighting with each other, and it's like, if these controversial things are happening, let's stand up to try to make a difference instead of fighting about the semantics of it. So I hated that. I've always hated that. And I just wanted to not be a part of it. So I deleted my Facebook. I'm like, look, I am only going to create things that express positive ideas and are uplifting and provide some sort of safe haven from people from all those negative things that exist in our world. I basically want people to come to my channel and be like, hey, for at least a few seconds, I forgot about how the world was. That's basically my goal for this channel. The name Super Posi came from the pop punk culture, how people were always like, oh, stay Posi, bro, yeah. You know, it's kind of an ironic, dumb catchphrase that they had in that culture. I personally thought, you know what, it's ironic and dumb, but it has a good message that resonates from it. So I kind of latched onto it. I took it and ran with it. I made it part of my actual vocabulary. And now, you know, I say it to people because, you know, you should stay positive. There's a lot of negativity out there. It's really hard to be positive. So if you can stay positive, then you're better off than a lot of people. So that's kind of the ultimate goal of the channel, is just to inspire positivity, inspire creative thinking. I want people to be able to escape from all the crap out there. I want people to be able to create something do something positive in their life, so that way once they go back to the real world, they're a little bit better off than they were when they first stepped out of it. So that's kind of my goal here. Like I said, I am going to be pushing towards making this something that I can do for a living, but also I want to stress that money is not important to me. I have a full-time job. I can afford what I want to afford. I mean, I paid for all this with my job. You know, I'm not trying to be rich and famous. I don't care about owning a ton of nice things. I just want to have the tools to do what I want to do and be able to impact people because of it. If I make money from this, that's awesome. That's going to give me more ability to purchase more resources to make bigger and better videos more frequently. And that's totally cool. And I'm all about doing that. And that's really where all my money is going to go if I make money off these videos. So don't for a second think that once I monetize my videos, I'm just going to try to shove ads down people's throats and just make a bunch of money so I can buy a nice car or something. I just bought a new car. I don't need another new car for at least several years, so I'm not worried about any of that. I'm in it for the message and the content itself, and interacting with you guys, because that means way more to me than money. But that being said, because I'm monetizing my videos, how I do the content is going to change a little bit. Like I said, I can't have copyrighted stuff. I got to keep it entirely original, entirely my intellectual property. So some things might change a little bit, but don't fret, because the core message and the core goal of the channel and all of my segments and the brand and me as an individual, that's not going to change. Well, I got a little emotional there, but thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys understand it a little bit more, kind of where I'm coming from with these videos. If you ever have any questions, feel free to shoot me a comment on any of my videos. I will most likely answer it within like a couple hours, because I'm always reading the comments. I'm always checking the views. I just want to see this channel grow and see the impact happen. So feel free to ask if you ever have any questions. That's it for me though, guys. Thanks so much for watching. As always, stay Posi, and I will see you guys tomorrow.